This is Lana Smith from Sense Memory, and tonight we're going to be having a champagne cocktail and discussing an incredible house, the House of Bvulgari, known for jewelry and some incredible perfumes. So please stay with me as we explore this incredible house, a new line from this house called Gemme, and some wonderful jewelry. Well, as you saw from the intro, we're going to be exploring those wonderful fragrances that came to me from the House of Bvulgari. But before we actually get into it, I want to tell you a little bit about the House of Bvulgari. Delicious champagne. This is, by the way, of course, is a champagne cocktail made with Courvoisier, a sugar cube with bitters, and champagne. So the House of Bvulgari is famous as being the Roman jewelry house to royalty and to the stars, and it's been around for years and years and years, and it's very famous for some incredible jewelry, including some many pieces that belong to the late Elizabeth Taylor. Now, just to give you an idea of the kind of thing they do, this is not a Bvulgari piece. This piece actually is a copy of the pin made by King Edward VIII for Wallis Simpson. It is called the Prince of Wales plume pin, and it was made for her. He was designed by the Prince of Wales and given to her as a kind of consolation prize for not getting to be the Queen of England. And after her death, it was bought by the late Elizabeth Taylor, and has since been recreated here by the Elizabeth Taylor estate and sold. And part of the sold to the public, and part of the proceeds for this go to the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation. So 1/3 of all proceeds from this pin go to that wonderful charity. And you may notice also I'm wearing a ring, a very famous ring. This is a reproduction of the Krupp diamond, which is 33.3 carats, and was also owned by Elizabeth Taylor. And it really is beautiful. So I'm wearing this and showing this jewelry because of this incredible house. Anyway, on with the review. So here we have the box, the Bvulgari box that this wonderful collection came in. And as I mentioned in my review, my written review, which will be linked below, they're all inspired by famous jewels created by the House of Bvulgari. And you can see each one is, each little sample is topped off with one of the jewels. So let's explore them, shall we? So first up we have Ash Lemma. Now Ash Lemma is based on the amethyst, and the amethyst is a stone of purity, and this one, and regalness, and this one is indeed a very regal fragrance. I would say that's the most sophisticated of the group, and the main accords are floral, aromatic, fresh, spicy, powdery, and herbal. The nose behind it is Daniela Andrier, and she's famous for Angelique Noir by Givenchy, and also for the beautiful Infusion d'Iris by Prada. And this is not unrelated to Infusion d'Iris because the notes in this are very simple. It's lavender, iris, and musk. And it opens with this great burst of lavender, but what comes up and what really makes it so incredibly sophisticated and regal and very adult is that beautiful iris. So it's a really great fragrance. So on to the next one, and that would be my favorite in the group, and it is so beautiful. It is called Maravilla, and there you can see the stone. The stone it represents is the citrine, and its main accords, it's a fruity floral, and its main accords are patchouli, citrus, fresh, warm, and earthy. And I think it's going to be a huge hit this spring because it is all about freshness and wonderful, wonderful lemons and oranges. The notes are Italian lemon tree, orange flower, and patchouli. Now it's really interesting, the blend of this Italian lemon tree. It's like almost like the wood of the lemon tree and orange flower and the patchouli all blended together really make a very, very interesting, very exciting spring fragrance. I find this one to be so wonderful. So on to the next one. Next up in this beautiful collection is Cala Luna. Cala Luna is based on the moonstone, as you can see right there, beautiful moonstone. Oh, love that, the way these have these wonderful stones embedded in the end of the samples. Now, Cala Luna is a woodsy, spicy. Its main accords are warm, spicy, woody, musky, powdery, and amber. The notes to this one are white iris, almond-flavored heliotrope, and sandalwood. Now, the thing about this one is that it's very introspective. It's kind of a lonely fragrance. It's something that I would wear in a contemplative mood. It really is kind of an isolationist fragrance that is so very personal. It really is beautiful and as I said, introspective. It really is the most mysterious of the fragrances. After all, the moonstone is kind of representative of the goddess, and the ethereal goddess maybe, well, also I have to tell you that Cala Luna is an isolated bay in Sardinia where the cliffs come down to this beautiful white sand, and there are all these wonderful caves. And you can just imagine some beautiful moon goddess living inside of that, one of those caves. So that's what I get out of Cala Luna. It really is special. Next we have the green fragrance in the group, and this is Lilia. The stone in Lilia that Bvulgari used is the beautiful green peridot, which is a perfect choice for this green fragrance. Now, Lilia was a Greek naiad or water sprite who was the daughter of one of the river gods, a local river god in ancient Greece, and she was revered by the Romans and the Greeks as kind of a symbol or a sign of the beginning of spring. Before Persephone came along, she was very early spring, and that is what this particular fragrance is all about. It is really a great fragrance for spring. And if you like green, this is a fragrance for you. Our next fragrance is the Spitfire of Brazil, and she has to have a cherry. This beautiful fragrance is called Marina. Marina is based on the beautiful pink tourmaline of a stone that comes from Brazil. And this fragrance is all about big, bold glamour. It sambas off the skin like an incredibly... It has incredible sensuality, and it's very, very, very sexy. What can I say about her? She is this incredible floral. Her main accords are tuberose, a centrifolia rose, white florals, animalic, and floral. Now, the notes in it are tuberose, centrifolia rose, cherry, and violet. And the cherry is a wonderful Italian cherry. And that cherry is the Morello cherry, a cherry that's grown in Italy. And this fragrance is kind of a sleepy, half-lidded, languid, very, very... it really is... It's like the Rita Hayworth of the group. It really is beautiful. And like I said, this is something that works really well on women, and would be a challenge for most men. But if you want to wear it like I always. Our last entry from Bvulgari in this wonderful collection is called Nora. Nora is inspired by the beautiful turquoise. Now, turquoise, I didn't know this, but in my research on this, I discovered that turquoise got its name because during the Middle Ages, turquoise came from Arabia and further out into the into the Middle East and Far East. And as it made its way to Europe, it went through Turkey. So the people in Europe called it turquoise, which means the stone from Turkey. So this one is the most challenging of the group. It is a chypre floral, and the main accords are tobacco. It's powdery, vanilla, green, and sweet balsamic. It opens a little sharp but sweet, but the dry down is so amazing. This one is very exotic, and I would say the exoticism that is in this fragrance comes from the beautiful blend of the sweet tobacco and candied dates. It really, it smells like an open air market. There's a wonderful open air market in Rome called the Campo di Fiore. In the morning it's flowers, in the afternoon it's vegetables and fruits, and you get this wonderful blend of flowers and spices, because they have spice markets there as well. It just, that's what this is all about. This is the East coming to the West by way of Rome and Bvlgari, and an incredible fragrance collection. I really want to thank Bvlgari for sending me this incredible collection to explore and to share with you. And oh, I forgot to tell you that longevity, they range from I would say 6 to 8 hours to this Spitfire here. She went on for about 12. So the longevity is really great. Projection, moderate to good. And they really are exciting, wonderful fragrances. They're being launched this month in a few Bloomingdales in the United States. Not all Bloomingdales will carry them. This is their exclusive line, and it is quite expensive. This particular box will cost you $260. And then the 30 ml, I believe, is about $155, and the 100 ml is somewhere around $310 or so. It is worth exploring. If you could get a chance to try it, certainly I would recommend you do try it. And I just feel so lucky that I liked all of them. Isn't that great? So this is Lionel Smith from Sense Memory saying, remember, wear what you love and not what they say you should like. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.